everyone, my name is Arwen, and today I'm finalizing the design for one of the characters in my future comic. The comic is called The Grandmother Tree, and it's about this kid named Dandelion who lives in the woods in this little village, and he talks to the animals, and he was raised by his grandma, and spoiler alert, the grandma dies in the first chapter. Um, yeah, not really a spoiler because that happened so early on. Um, so there's this character named Lavender who he makes friends with, and that's kind of what gets the story going. He's not usually friends with humans, um, because he talks to animals. And I have drawn Lavender a few times before, but I wasn't really happy with her design. I started with the design that I had been using before, and changed it from there. So, some of the reasons for the design choices that I did, like the cloak, is that, just like everyone in this world wears a cloak, it's not everyone, but like, it's like t-shirts. Like, most people wear them except like old people and people who like dress differently, or alternatively. Um, she has this little like corsety top that I honestly just have because it looks cool, and she has long pants and closed-toed shoes because she's a carpenter, and if you're working with like saws and wood and stuff, then you always want to wear closed-toed shoes. I learned something in woodshop class. I would have given her like a tool belt, but um that would be very detailed to like draw over and over again, so I just gave her this bag that she carries all her tools and stuff in. You don't see that yet, but you'll see that in a few seconds. Yeah, right here. Um, and I gave her. You don't see this yet either, but I gave her these like fingerless gloves that I imagine just like protect her hands, but not so much that she can't work. I also knew I wanted her to have shorter hair or hair that was like up, so it wouldn't like get caught on things. Also, she just like in this world, everyone like goes to the woods to forage and hunt and stuff, and she needs to be able to do that without her hair getting in the way or her clothes. So all of these things came into consideration when making her design. This isn't really a great character design process. Like, usually you do way more sketches, a lot more concepts, and you'd think about it a lot more, but I honestly just want to get this done kind of fast because, this comic for me is more of an experience in learning the medium of comics because I've never made a comic before. So I just want to, like, get the hang of it before I jump into, like, my big story that I'm working on. So, it's not the end of the world if the character designs aren't perfect. They just need to, like, be simple enough that I can draw them over and over, and, like, I don't want to hate them. For Dandelion and the other character, Fern, who's a fox, I did, like, full turnarounds where they had, like, 5 different angles. You could see every little detail. And I'm not doing that for this one. If I had known that you didn't really have to, then I wouldn't have done it for those either. But, I realized that with character designs this simple, you can really just do, like, a 3/4 angle from the front and the back, and then that gets most of the information you need. So, I kind of regret not doing that for those other characters, but that's okay. I know sometimes people ask about like what program you're using and what brushes you're using. So, I'm using Procreate on my iPad, and I made the inking brush myself, but my sketching brush is the Narinder pencil, but that's probably not super helpful because I adjusted the settings a lot. I'm gonna talk about the colors now, even though you can't see them, because I want to have time for the random question at the end of the video. I use lavender, obviously, and purple, but then mostly browns, because I want her to, like, match with Dandelion, who is, like, who has like browns and greens. Also because they all live in the woods, and I want them to be like unified. It's random question time. If you made it this far in the video, then be sure to answer the question. So, flowers come in a bunch of colors, but there are also a bunch of colors that you just don't really see flowers with. So what non-flower color would you have a flower be? And what kind of flower do you think would be best suited to that color? I'd love to see like a light greenish blue carnation. I looked up what colors carnations grow in naturally to make sure I didn't sound stupid, and apparently there are green carnations, which I didn't know. So that's cool. Anyways, have a nice day, thank you for watching, and goodbye.